Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 with the Bohemian Empire and me, Game Gabster. We have taken control over Normandy from Germany. We're building up the infrastructure because the AI is, after all, sort of stupid. No offense. Paradox has really done a great job so far in improving the AI, especially for this expansion, in regards to front lines and so on and so forth. But so far they seem to be unable to, like, plan proper invasions, like especially parachute. Like, I understand that they probably prefer naval invasions, even though they're terrible at executing them and they need supremacy. But we have air supremacy over here, and they should just be able to plan an invasion. Paratroop people down, have radar stations, see what's over there. You know, I'm gonna stop complaining. I complain way too much. You're right. Oh, you know what I totally forgot? We are actually in 1945. That means we can research modern tanks, which are amazing. And we have the Skoda T50, which is pretty nice. Really nice breakthrough, obviously. 84, that's going to be quite an upgrade there. Although, I think I did upgrade our model. Anyway, we're going to research this. It's only 150 days. Oh, shit's happening. The British are doing a D-Day here, but not in Normandy, or only partially. But they're going more for the Calais region. We might want to reinforce that German area there with some divisions. Alright, we're finally starting to spread out the Air Force a little bit. We still have a high concentration on the Channel here to sort of defend ourselves, especially on the way there. And I noticed that trying to bomb southern England was sort of suicidal. We were losing a lot of bombers, and thus we're now focusing on northern England, which so far seems to be pretty empty. I imagine, though, that the Americans and the British are going to reroute some planes to the region. I just still don't understand. How do they have 299 bombers here? Is that from... Right, they still... Yeah, but there's no one here. Can't be from Palermo. Where are they sending the planes from? I'm quite impressed at our kill ratio, though, in southern England. It's always extremely high. Okay, the enemy planes here are shit in the Channel, but over southern England, it feels like we have similar aircraft technologies, and yet we are amazing. Aha! But now we have Fighter 3s, which are not necessarily... Wait, 745, 792. Yeah, no, they are better. It's just that this old version of ours is actually an MK2 version, which was pretty good. Also, I have a feeling that our bombers aren't doing so well because we're using tactical bombers, right? And they're supposed to be using combination with land forces and fighters, etc. So we might actually, well, I don't know. We might actually want to perhaps. Oh my god, I can't find the words today. What is happening to me? What I mean... Well, yes, strategic bombers. I think we need to do that. I mean, jet tank bombers are closer technologically, because this only unlocks in 1950, the level 2s. But we're gonna go for... Yeah, strategic bombers. They're just better. We're gonna win the war by bombing the shit out of the enemy. Alright, look at that. Now we finally have very powerful radar in Normandy. Unfortunately, we can't see any troops. Like, we haven't gotten any sightings of troops in England itself, but it really helps with our air war. It doesn't look like it here, but trust me, it does help quite a lot. Yeah, no, radar is good. Radar is good. What I have noticed, though, is that the Americans and British have been retaking India, and Japan hasn't been doing shit. This is again, the AI annoys me so much in this game, because it doesn't do shit. Like, it seems like the enemy's always doing things, but not your comrades. And it's their territory. Like, Japan made India capitulate, and now suddenly they don't give a shit. You know, I realized I never researched the maintenance company yet, but they're actually pretty important for our tank division, so we might as well do that. Let me just check a few things first. We're not terribly behind on anything yet. I mean, jet engines are important to have, but we're gonna wait just a little bit. Maybe encryption first, though. Yeah, we're just gonna try to use the bonuses. Since we are spending political power, we're just gonna try to catch up on the things we haven't done yet. Also, we need strategic bombers to deliver nukes, so I totally forgot about that, and that's quite important. And we'll have nukes in 33 days, and we have lots of nuclear power plants all over the country, so it's gonna be an amazing tool. We're just gonna destroy British American forces, hopefully. Ooh, the V2 rockets are done. Let's start destroying the British things, because they can't intercept them, and that's the best part about rockets. The MK1 variant will have +9 attack, we're almost 10 here, and an extra 21 kilometers per hour. Oh wow, look at that! This field marshal is at level 8. He gives attack and defense plus 40%. That's absolutely insane. Against Bernard Montgomery, he's only at level 4. I mean, they just stand no chance invading Normandy here. So I'm not really sure how they do this, but apparently anti-air takes down our V2 rockets, which is a little bit bullshit. And we also we've bombed 0.3 enemy buildings. That's sort of pathetic, to be honest. And just as I finish that sentence, nuclear weapons are done, and we build 7.9% a day. So the next nuke is in 13 days. Maybe we should start building even more nuclear power plants, because why not? Rocket engine 3s, yes, please. Our first strategic bomber has been researched. Now let's start building those. Production line, strategic bomber, straight to the top. You're the most important thing in our fleet right now. In fact, look at that, we have so much infantry equipment, I don't even care anymore. Tactical bombers, they're important, but let's not make them too important. And as for support equipment, we also have way too much over there. Alright, let's start producing these babies, and soon we'll deploy them and nuke London. Actually, wait, what should we go for next is the question. I think some encryption and decryption. Actually, decryption's good, because that's how we're gonna discover where they have units, right? Oh, the Brits have landed in Nantes, but I don't think they're gonna be staying there too long. Also, it's time to deploy our strategic bombers here. They are ready for service. We're gonna put them on 100 limit first, even though it doesn't really matter. We're gonna put them on southern England, and we're just gonna wait. Actually, oh, right, they have to be, oh, they don't need to be in strategic bombing. That's the thing, right? They only have to be in range. They don't actually have to be on a mission, so let's just send them back. Don't go on a mission. Stop. Just go home. Don't do that. Alright, they haven't even arrived yet, but we are about to drop a nuclear bomb on London. We had 2, we haven't even tried one. Or no, we probably have. We had a test out in the plains, on the Central Asian plains there, and which obviously I can't show you because this is fictional. But anyway, London is now going to get nuked in 5 hours, middle of the day. Poor souls. I wonder if we'll get the event pop-up. I'm a minor nation nuking London, though. So probably not. Look at that damage. Poor London. Also, I just noticed, but I used to think that the airplanes flying around, they were just sort of, oh, it's either they look German or they look British or whatever, but it's actually the airplanes, like they have the colors of the countries that are flying around. So we saw the Czechoslovak colors over there, and I guess if we move around in Italy, we'll probably see Italian planes somewhere, wherever they are. There they are. Are those? No, is that an Italian Air Force symbol? I don't know how the Italian Air Force symbol actually looks, but I'm going to assume that's it. And is that Bulgarian? I can't really see. They're moving very fast. Our second nuke is going to be dropped on Birmingham, and then I think Dover and all the smaller ones, and we're just going to slowly move up the country and try to destroy as much as possible. In fact, let's see, the United Kingdom is now... Oh, yeah, obviously... But it will capitulate when it has 11% or less, so they have 89% national unity. And we'll see how much that drops once Birmingham is nuked as well. Am I right to say that I think Churchill actually ran for parliament in Birmingham in the 1910s? I'm not certain. I might be completely wrong here, but yeah, there we go. Another nuke is dropped. Oh, yes, we actually got the event. For the first time, and hopefully the last time in history, a nuclear bomb has been detonated in the Greater London area as part of international warfare. The unprecedented destruction stands as a testament to the devastating power of this new weapon, which is feared not only for what it can do to its targets, but what implication it has for the one who deploys it and for humanity itself. The whole world is breath waiting for what will come next. Will this force the United Kingdom to surrender to avoid further terror, or will it only strengthen their resolve to strike back against those who would resort to such measures? The atomic era has truly begun. Now, that's not the event I was actually expecting. I was hoping that, because there's an event chain, sort of, where the king, you know, is retreated into a bunker or removed from London, and where they're not actually sure where the royal family is or something of the sort. But that's not the event chain that fired, because I imagine it's mostly... It has to be major powers who use the weapon in order for those things to fire, which is sort of sad, but I guess, you know, it's understandable. Although I don't actually see the difficulty in coding, just like, oh, any country that nukes a certain province should get that event. Because it's not like an event chain that has any effect, it's just some text. Alright, we were going to check how the United Kingdom is doing. 23% or less, so slowly but steadily we will weaken their unity, and then we might be able to just parachute a division in somewhere and make them surrender. Poor Dover. The cliffs of Dover will never be seen the same way again. That's 20 victory points right there. London is 50, so yeah. We'll just keep dropping nukes. I don't care. We just have to have the British unity drop down by a healthy margin. Boom! There we go. Ugh, I wonder. Their ports are probably destroyed here. We can't actually see where they have air bases, but I think we've also taken out a lot of their planes, because at least here in southern England they only have 188 out. Although seems like they're spreading it a bit. Understandable. Holy shit, the strategic bomber, and it's a level 1, okay? I didn't realize this. Look at that range. We can reach northern Africa and the Faroe Islands and Norway from Normandy. Crazy. Obviously you can't see this since I'm paused whenever I record, but the lag at this moment, like, okay, we can unpause here for a second. It's so slow, it's bogging me down. I'm buying a new computer actually, and hopefully it will be a lot better. But it's still, I feel, is that really optimization? Like, what's bogging this down? Is it the excess of divisions? It used to be better. I think before this particular DLC, it was actually doing pretty well. Poor Liverpool. The Beatles will never be born. Is it? It was Liverpool, right? I hope I'm right. Otherwise, I imagine the comment section is freaking out right now. They're like, oh my god, how don't you know where the Beatles are from? But yeah, I'm assuming it's Liverpool because yes. Alright, we've dropped like, what, 4 nukes so far, and the British are already at 67% unity, so this is going very, very well. We're just gonna keep dropping nukes in every little city, every victory point. We will drop nukes until they are at basically nothing, and we can just drop some men in London, and they're like, oh, shit, yeah, okay, bye. Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing in Africa, Axis? What are these borders? You have units here, why aren't you... What is this? What is this crap? Oh my god. You incompetent pieces of shit. See, this is why I always prefer playing the Comintern as well, because it seems like the Axis, they're literally stupid. Playing as the Comintern, the Soviet Union at least does shit, you know, they actually plan naval invasions and execute them. Alright, time to upgrade our division to a modern tank division, and that is what we're doing here. Save that setup. In fact, actually, did we get engineers yet? No, they do not seem to be done. But once they're done, we will get those. Also, we have lots of medium tanks now in store, 4,000 of them, and we're lacking 2,000 of the others, so we're immediately going to start changing the production line to those, where are they? Where are the tanks? Here they are. Alright. Oh, we actually have the MK1. Anyway, the modern T50. Oh, yes. These are going to be amazing. In fact, maybe we should already upgrade a few of them, so we start off with some good stats here. Is that... Oh no, that was already too much. Shit. Alright, less armor, more attack. And let's build it. Okay, I can already tell that the Turkish front is going to be a mess. I mean, we're holding at 41 basically here, but now we're actually gonna decrease by quite a lot, because the daily support for democracy is destroying us. We were so close to having a fascist Turkey though, but we're still gonna do the revolution instead of just declaring war on them, because occupation takes political power, and I'd rather have a fascist Turkey take care of their own territory. So yeah, it's gonna be bad. I actually think that the enemy's stronger on the other side, which is sort of stupid, since we have more divisions definitely than them. But they have the mountain terrain, and the allies are probably gonna start sending in stuff. Although we still have Gibraltar and the Suez, so we just have to make sure that the Suez and Gibraltar don't fall. Portsmouth? Never heard of that. It's gone now, or it's gonna go away. Let's actually slow that down a bit, just to make the frame rate acceptable. And there we go. No more naval bases. Actually, they still have lots of naval bases, but we're gonna keep bombing them, and maybe eventually they'll also have supply problems if they have any units here, although that's their capital and they still have cities and stuff, so probably not. Next target, Leeds. Let's see what happens here. Obviously, it's gonna get repetitive from now on. I don't know if I'm gonna keep showing you all the bombings, because that would be horrendous as well. You know, if you think about it, it's sort of inhumane and disgusting. But also the nukes dropping. The animation's nice. I mean, it is nice, but it's not amazing. Like, it's not something I need to watch a million times over and over again. Newcastle is now also going to receive a nuke. I wonder, the British are now at 55% or less. Yes! That means their national unity is 45. So the more we keep bombing, the closer they'll be to 0, basically. And then it will be quite an easy time to destroy them. Next one on the list is Plymouth. And then probably... Have I already done Hull? I don't think so. We'll do Hull next. I'm also not sure if it's actually dropping below 45%. Maybe Paradox put in a limit, which I would absolutely hate, because, you know, Nukes are supposed to make people feel horrible and surrender. I mean, just Japan, think of that, you know? But oh well. Alright, now it's moving. 63% or less, that's 47. We just have to keep doing this, I think. There might be a limit at like 10%, probably. But they will surrender. Well, hello there, Hull. And goodbye. I've probably, yeah, by bombing Leeds, I've technically already bombed the province, but I don't think I've bombed the victory point, which is the important part in our equation. And Cardiff as well. Alright, time to nuke Norwich here in East Anglia. That also facilitates our landing, hopefully, because I intend to land right about here. What did I say? Jesus. Right about... oh my god, whatever. Just ignore me today. I seem to have lost the ability to speak. But yes, this tends to be a pretty good area to land. There's a port here. Of course, landing on the port's a terrible idea. Normally there's a lot of divisions. Also, it's 1946, so there might be a lot of divisions in Britain proper. Which was why I was hoping that the radar would actually tell me something about what was happening, but apparently not. In any case, landing inlands would normally there are no divisions inlands unless it's a victory point, so maybe over here right by London and right by those victory points, although that's not too close to the coast. Anyway, that's not the point today. We were gonna nuke this and see how Britain fares, because they're at 75% or less, so their national unity is 25%, which is quite sad and terrible for them. Oh, poor Britain. Now, this won't update yet, but we're close. The British are still at 75, but we're gonna nuke Bristol as well here, and hopefully that will drop. 25 might actually be the limit. I don't think Paradox will actually allow a 0% or even 5%, because I think Paradox probably thinks, so that's way too low. That means that you could just paradrop or nuke everyone, paradrop into one city and win. But technically, isn't that supposed to happen? I mean, if a country is nuked to hell, there is really no more country left, so you could technically make them surrender by just sending over a few troops to some important city of theirs. Alright, I'm planning the paradrop here, but I think we're gonna put our best field marshal on the roll, because having a level 2 without that defensive doctrine here, I mean, this defensive doctrine is gonna make a huge difference if we succeed in dropping here at all. You'll see we're dropping north, way north of London, because since it's 1946, I'm not actually sure. This is very empty, and I'm pretty certain this should be a lot less crowded with divisions, and we'll also be close to a port here, so we'll take Hull, we'll take that, we'll have a river to defend ourselves, and then we can just take Leeds and Liverpool if we're lucky, and get the United Kingdom to surrender. Alright, I think it's time. Midnight on the 1st of June 1946. You'll say 48 divisions. That's absolutely insane, Game Gabster. And you're absolutely right. It is insane. Because if I lose this much, we will lose lots and lots and lots of men. Like, maybe a million, who knows. Actually, no. We have a million in the field. Yeah, we'll lose like 500,000 men. But, you know, we have 2 million manpower here, so we have some room to wiggle. And since the AI is never going to do this, we have to be the ones to execute it. So let's click activate and just hope for the best. I'll see you on the other side. Alright, 48 divisions have arrived safely. They have a... this is going to be dangerous. Looks like there are divisions on the ports as expected. But we are going to manually take a division here. Actually, we'll take 3, 4, 5 over there. we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and then we'll set up a plan. This is excellent actually, because we're just by a what's it called, an air base as well, so that's really gonna help us. We can get some close air support into the province here and really help us out. We're gonna surround this port and try to strike as fast as possible. We're immediately gonna start building a naval base here and put it on top priority, because I'm not certain we can take that other naval base, and we really need those supplies, otherwise we will die a slow and painful death. Alright, we've temporarily broken through here. We're gonna start to get some, or take some defensive stances. Oops, get me 2, wait, no, 3 of those and move down over here. Maybe we should take Manchester, I don't know. Actually, how is Britain doing? They're already 25% of the way towards capitulation, and we've only taken Leeds, which is a 10-pointer. So if we just take these 4, we might actually be able to win, especially Liverpool. If we take Liverpool, we win. We're doing very well here. Newcastle is guarded by Americans, though. And now we've started an offensive, but we actually have to be a little bit more careful. It's this attrition that's going to kill us in the long run, unless we get a port. Alright, we can actually get even better radar now, which is basically going to cover our entire nation, aside from a few parts here, which I might cover later, but yeah, radar is good. You know, I almost forgot we had nukes at our disposal. We can use them as tactical weapons. Alright, the level 1 port is done in Yorkshire here, thankfully, but they're still gonna, we still have terrible supplies, of course, because you need more than a level 1 port in order to supply all of this, but at least 1 port is something, and hopefully that might actually entice some Germans or someone to come and help me out. I was expecting a little bit of a bigger advance. At least we could have maybe cut them off on 2 sides before they came in, but yeah, as expected, there were a lot of Americans here, and also Brits. After all, they have, what, up to 360 divisions, and the Americans have 309. My voice, yes. I'm actually going to start training more paratroopers already. In fact, we're going to put them to top priority. Move them up. Because I have a feeling that these guys might actually be able to take London. I know it's going to take a while for them to actually deploy, but once they're done, we could actually have a backline here, which I wouldn't mind, and if we take London, they'd surrender. That'd be perfect. Alright, we're just going to hold defensive on this front line here. 48 divisions, all suffering attrition, but it's actually getting a little bit better. We do have a level 2 port there, and we're building up our air bases and our infrastructure. So this is really going to be our foothold. In the meantime, though, on the 12th of August, we're going to actually see a revolution or a civil war in Turkey, and that's going to be a whole different mess. So right now, I'm just waiting for that. There we go, we have successfully staged a coup in Turkey. The new Ottoman Empire has declared war on Turkey. I wonder, they probably have like 1 division, because this game is ridiculous. Yes, 5 divisions. Pathetic. Like, how? Why is it volunteer only? This is stupid. Anyway, hopefully they'll join the Axis, and then we can join in on their war. Alright, the Britannians are ready. They're moving to their staging location. They're going to prepare a plan. They're going to deploy right north of London, and hopefully, we're just going to pray here that this area isn't too heavily guarded. Alright, let's do it. Let's drop just north of London here. Let's hope for the best. And, alright, they have dropped. Oh, but there's fighting. That's not good at all. Shit. I wish there was a way to retreat paratroopers, but yeah, I guess it's realistic this way. I was gonna complain again, but of course, paratroopers drop behind enemy lines, and it's not like they can just take a boat out. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up big time. Oh, damn. I was being naive and thinking that the AI didn't protect their cities. But yes, this has been one of the improvements that's been made, I think, in this expansion, actually. The AI protects their cities. They protect things, you know, they don't fall for what I just did here. I see lots of offensives, and we are gonna counter that by nuking them. Boom, look at that. Oh, 3 nukes dropped at once. Beautiful sight. Oh, finally, we improved the radar station here in Yorkshire, and that has really helped us see what's happening. Actually, we might be able to counterattack in some places. This is excellent. The Ottoman Civil War, not going as expected. They didn't join the Axis, and nothing's happening. But, yeah, shit. These Czech and Slovak soldiers, and actually Chinese and Ukrainian, but yeah, well, these Bohemian soldiers, they're very brave. I mean, they're just holding that land to the last man. The attrition is horrendous in some places, and yet they do not bend. They do not give 1 inch away without a fight. I mean, our situation here isn't bad at all. If they just keep doing this for the next few years, they'll run out of manpower. It's gonna take a while, of course, but they are losing like thousands of men for just a few hundred of hours, or even sometimes 0. Look at that, 2,000 for 0. So we're just gonna stay defensive here, keep bombarding them, keep nuking them, and yeah. Maybe we'll try a paradrop again, but perhaps somewhere else. Maybe along here. We just need to alleviate this front line. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking very hardly right now. Because, wait, does that even make sense? Thinking hardly. How does that actually make sense? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, what would thinking softly actually mean, if you think about it, right? It doesn't mean anything. Anyway, let's actually these bombs need to keep flying. Oh wait, we have the level 3s now. Let's look at that range. Can we even see the range? Wait, if I hover over it, I don't think, because it's 11,000 kilometers, right? Technically I can take this. Yeah, oh, there's the range. Holy crap, that is beautiful. In fact, I'm just gonna we're gonna fire on the east coast a little bit. It's just 79 bombs. It's nothing. It's probably not gonna do any damage, but yeah, 11,000 kilometers. Actually, that also means we have nukes, not nukes, sorry, bombs over here. In fact, I wish you could put nukes on these, because it makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't you be able to put nukes on that? Let's bombard. No, the Australians are not important. Actually, in fact, can we check? Yeah, still only the United Kingdom and the United States. But we'll put out those orders later on, at a later date, in fact, because I just have to think things through. In fact, this episode has been over half an hour here, and over a year in gameplay. It's 1946, it's actually pretty exciting. I was gonna say that we should end it in 1948 if nothing happens, but stuff seems to be happening, so hopefully we'll get a few more episodes out of this, and maybe, who knows, we might see Britain and perhaps even the United States surrender to fascist power. In the meantime, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Game Gabster. Farewell.